now, a Dane County judge affirms there is not an enforceable abortion ban in Wisconsin. Today, Planned Parenthood released a statement that reads in part, "Today's ruling is another important step forward in restoring and expanding access to abortion in Wisconsin." Since the overturning of Roe, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has maintained that the Wisconsin statute could not be enforced against abortion providers. This final ruling again confirms this. Planned Parenthood says they're resuming abortion services in Sheboygan soon, and it has said that it would resume abortion services in Madison and Milwaukee. That was back in September.